we'll proceed to the first ballot. Margaret Beckett.
The greatest task that faces us all is to convey afresh to the people of our country that we come here, as we all do, to serve their interests rather than our own. I shall work to help achieve that, whatever judgment the House makes today.
Sir George Young.
Being chairman of the Standards and Privileges Committee for 8 years, a job which Robin Cook asked me to do, may not be the platform of choice from which to launch a bid for the support of one's colleagues. But perhaps more than almost any other job in the House, it calls for total impartiality and an imperative to be fair.
Miss Anne Widdecombe.
I think I am unique in this contest. What is unique is that I propose myself as an interim speaker rather than as a permanent or long-term appointment. And the reason I do that is that I have become convinced that what we need between now and the next election, and after the next election will be too late, what we need between now and then is the restoration of the reputation of this House with the public.
Sir Alan B.
Today's decision is unusually important. Are we going to respond to public anger and dissatisfaction by setting out a process of making Parliament more effective, or are we going to announce tonight that it's business as usual? We'll make a big mistake if that's all that we say.
John Burko.
First, I'd implement radical reforms to the system of allowances, but I would do so with respect and reverence for Parliament itself. This House is neither corrupt nor crooked, but what was meant to be a straightforward system of compensation for members has become immensely complicated, mired in secrecy, and short on accountability.
Mr. Richard Shepherd.
We see that we are under pressure. The reasons are evident to everyone out there that the secrecy in which many parts of our national life operated, having been rolled back just a little, have revealed that which has disconnected us from those who sent us here in the first place.
Sir Michael Lord.
This election is not only important to us in this chamber, but it's also important to those people outside the House of Commons who, because of recent events, are watching much more closely than ever before to see what kind of speaker we elect, to see what that speaker is going to do to restore the badly damaged trust in our House and this chamber, which belongs not to us, but to our constituents and all the people we came here to serve.
Sir Patrick Cormack.
Like my honourable friend, I have not conducted a great campaign, but I am very privileged to be able to stand before my colleagues and to offer my services based on 39 years this very week in this House of Commons, an institution that I deeply and passionately love, and which for the remaining few years of my parliamentary life, because I too would wish to retire at a similar time, honourable friend, I wish to serve.
Sir Alan Hazelhurst.
There can be no doubt that change is in the air. I welcome change, I've argued for change, and if chosen, I will work for change. Whilst never having seen myself for one moment as part of the establishment, I do believe that I have the necessary experience to guide the House through the current changes and those which will arise in a new Parliament.
Mr. Parmjit Danda.
I think the key elements for me that brought me into this in the first place was a sense of frustration. I've listened to all 9 contributions. I passionately believe, actually, that any one of the 10 of us is capable of doing the job as Speaker. But I ask myself, and I ask colleagues in this House, do we all really actually get it? Do we understand the level of crisis out there? Do we understand the level of people's anger? And I'm not sure that we do.